Hello there, everyone. Today, I wanted to talk about email marketing and creating content and why it is so important. If you go through and you Google email marketing statistics, you will find several people report that the return on investment is 42 to $39 for every dollar that you spend. So, right there is why you must have email marketing in your marketing strategy. And there's a statistic that says that 9 out of 10 marketers include it in their strategy. But this is where I'm going to warn you. You should definitely have email marketing in your strategy as long as you do it correctly. And so today I thought for our tip number 19, woohoo, we made it to 19. We would go over some quick tips on how to make your email marketing pieces responsive so that they work. And it's simple, it's common sense. Think about what you like to read. Think about what email messages interest you. Do you like that email message that has all these different things going on all over the place and everything is packed in tight? Do you like really long email marketing messages? Are you going to sit there and read and scroll down to finish? No. So think about the things you find responsive and use your common sense and put it into your email marketing piece. So let's go over just a few things that you should do when you are going to create your email marketing piece. The first thing is keep your messages simple and clean. What I'm saying there about being clean is utilize the white space. I get it. As a business owner, if I've got this much space to advertise, ooh, I want to fill it up. I want to put as much information in there as possible to tell the people how great we are. But no, the white space can help you accent the most important parts. Plus, if you have images, if you give a nice white border around your images, it makes it pop. Think about when you put a picture on your wall. If you put up a painting, but it doesn't have a mat and a frame, it's just there. You add the mat and the frame, and now the picture pops right out at you. That's what you want to do with your images on your email marketing pieces. So keep them simple and clean. And then keep it short and to the point. I know you'd like to drone on and you like to tell them every simple thing about what you're offering, but it's better to keep it simple and stupid. And the reason why is you want them to be left with some questions so that they reach out to you. But that's why you've got to keep it on point. Next part. If you're going to keep it on point, then you've got to know your audience. You've got to understand what is of interest to them so that you can create content that talks directly to them. We've talked about it before. If you can create content that talks directly to the recipient, they're going to open it. They're going to feel like you truly understand their situation. You're going to instill the trust that you really are a thought leader in this area, and they're going to take action. It is so very important to understand your audience. Personalize your content. Putting personalized tokens within your content is always very good. But I warn you, make sure you do it properly. I've seen people who try to use personalization, which is great, but then they don't do it properly. Either instead of Dear Donna, it says Dear Peterson. Well, no, don't call me by my last name. Or they mix up the company names and I get something saying, doesn't ABC company want to fix their, I don't know, whatever, plumbing? I don't know what it is. but we're not ABC Company. We're world innovators. And then also, if you put in those personalized tokens within your email content, make sure there's spaces on either side. Not that maybe you have your first name, Donna, and the next word starts right away. There's no space between the words. Make sure you put your spaces there, or anything grammatic that you need to put in there, a comma and a space, whatever it is. Make sure you do it grammatically correct, and make sure your database is accurate so that the right information and right personalized tokens are being used for the right person. Make sure that your content reflects whatever you put up in the subject line. Now, yesterday's tip, we talked about clickbait and subject lines. Make sure whatever you wrote there as your subject line, which is extremely important because that's what gets the people to open up your message in your email, but make sure it's reflected or answered or reiterated within the content. Not that they seem like they're two separate things. That's not what the recipient was looking for. If they opened it based on your subject line, make sure the content reflects it. Common sense. The next is clearly indicate, and at the top, and maybe in several different spots, indicate what action you want them to take. Do you want them to fill this form out? Do you want them to click here? Do you want them to look below? Do you want them to download? Make sure you tell them. You can say, oh, everyone knows that if I underline this, they should click on it and that'll bring them to the landing page. Do not assume. I won't go into how the word assume can be broken up into different parts, but you get what I'm saying. Don't assume. Make sure that you clearly indicate that. So before you sit down to create your email marketing content, truly understand and know your audience. When you write up content that talks directly to those people, the prospect or the customer, whoever you're sending this email marketing piece to, will have confidence that you truly can help them with the product or service you have. We're not trying to trick people here. Quality marketing is just you're trying to help. We're trying to build a relationship with these people so that you give them valuable educational pieces of content that help them make the decision to buy. Or if it's an industrial auction, tell them a little bit about how to buy a piece of used equipment, but then have nice images of the pieces that stand out so they can see what they're buying. No one's going to buy an HPLC machine with a teeny little picture that's all crowded in with a bunch of other pictures. Use your common sense. Remember, what do you like to respond to? What type of emails do you read? What type of call to actions do you respond to? If you're willing to do it, there's a good percentage that your audience would be able to do it, especially since you're talking directly to them. I hope you found this useful. Please hit subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can see our other tip. We have one more for this 20 days of July, but then I think August might have some surprises coming. So definitely hit subscribe so you might find out when we go live again. And if you have any questions for me, please feel free to reach out to me directly at dpeterson@worldinnovators.com. Have a great night. Bye-bye.